Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Today, let's make a double side diamond ice-dyed shirt. I'm going to start out by centering the shirt, and this process is going to go pretty fast, but down below this video in the description, I have a link to another video which shows how to center a shirt. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm getting both halves of the fabric on the front of the shirt right up next to each other, and both halves of the fabric on the back of the shirt right up next to each other. That way, whenever I apply the dye to either the front of the shirt or the back of the shirt and the shirt is completed, both halves of the fabric on the front of the shirt are going to look just about the same, and the same thing for the back. Now that the shirt is centered, I'm going to grab the hem of the shirt and fold it up to the neck of the shirt, basically folding the shirt in half. Now, using a straight edge and a washable marker, I'm going to draw the line on the shirt, which I'm going to fold to make the diamond. To draw the diamond shape on the shirt, I'm going to draw a diagonal line from the sleeve portion of the shirt down toward the center or the fold that I just did to fold the shirt in half. You can make your diamond as fat or as skinny as you want to. It just depends on the angle of your line. For me, I'm going to just come over a few inches, put a little mark with my washable marker, and do the same thing on the bottom portion, and then draw a straight line between those two marks. Now I'm going to fan fold or accordion fold this line, and then I'm going to tie it with some sinew. I'm using sinew, but you don't have to, because I'm really not wanting to get the white lines that sinew gives. So because of the wax coating on sinew, if I were to pull these lines really tight, then I'm going to have a white line where I tied my sinew line. I don't want a white line. I just want to hold my fabric in place. So if you'll notice when I'm tying these sinew lines, I'm doing it very gently. I'm also using my straight edge to measure my lines to make them about the same distance in between each other. I'm going to continue these fan folds on either side of this initial line, and then after I have the shirt folded, I'm going to place it aside. It doesn't really have to be dry when you apply the dye, but I have a few other shirts that I'm tying, so by the time I came back to this one to apply the dye, it was completely dry. I've chosen kind of a darker red and gray color palette for this shirt, and I'm excited to see what it's going to look like. I'd like to incline this shirt when I dye it, so I have a shelf that is a metal shelf with a collapsible leg. I'm going to place one end of the shelf down inside of a plastic tote, and then I'm going to place the shirt on top of the shelf. And I have the neck of the shirt at the very top of the incline. I'm leaving the other leg of the shelf hanging over the edge of the container. The whole shelf won't fit inside the container. If you have a container large enough, then you can do that. Just anything to incline the shirt. Then I'm going to make myself an ice barrier for this shirt using some silicone cake molds, which I have links down below this video in the description for those, and some wooden clothespins. I'm going to attach the silicone cake molds together, wrap them around the shirt, and then to hold them up close to the fabric, I'm going to attach my wooden clothespins to my metal rack. I'm also going to lightly spray the shirt with a soda ash solution that I have down inside of a spray bottle. Since the shirt is completely dry, applying a little bit of soda ash solution to the top is going to help the dye to stick a little better. For this shirt, I'm going to apply a dye color right on top of each one of the sinew lines that I've tied in the shirt. I have 8 lines and I have 4 colors, so I'm going to use each color twice. The first color that I'm using is Silver Lining from Dharma Trading Company, followed by Crimson Dark from Delula Company, then Ashes to Ashes from Dharma Trading Company, and Ashes to Ashes is a special order color. You can still purchase that from Dharma's website, but you have to buy a large quantity of it. Otherwise, you can usually purchase it from a Facebook group called Tie-Dye Supplies Marketplace. There are people out there who buy those large quantities of dye, then repackage them down into smaller quantities and sell them that way. Then the last color I'm using is Vintage Red, and that too is a Dharma special order color. By the way, I have a link to that Facebook group, Tie-Dye Supplies Marketplace, down below this video in the description. Now I'm going to add a little bit of additional dry soda ash over the top of my dye and add on some ice. And after I have the first layer of ice on the shirt, I'm going to go ahead and just leave it alone and allow the ice to melt. When I came back, I still had some undissolved dye left sitting on the shirt, so I added another layer of ice. And then after the second layer of ice, I still had some dye left, so I went ahead and added a third layer of ice. Now, if you didn't happen to use as much dye as I did, or your dye had already gone through to the back side, you don't have to continue adding ice. I do that to go ahead and force more dye down through the shirt. I personally prefer to apply enough dye to one side of the shirt that I don't have to flip the shirt over and add more dye to the back side. It's just a personal technique thing. You're welcome to do whatever you want. If you would prefer to add a small amount of dye to the front side of the shirt, then, use enough ice to get that to go partway through the shirt, then turn the shirt over and apply more dye to the back, feel free to do that. It's just a personal preference and technique thing. After all the ice melted, I left the shirt alone for about 48 hours before I began rinsing it. To rinse the shirt, I took it to my utility sink and began rinsing it in cold water to rinse out the soda ash. If you'll notice, I do still have some white left in my design, and I was totally expecting that. After rinsing in cold for a while, I warmed the water up to hot and continued rinsing in hot water to rinse out the excess dye that didn't bond with the fabric. I went ahead and untied the shirt, and then instead of just rinsing for a really long time, I decided to soak the shirt. To do that, I placed some hot water in my utility sink, added some Blue Dawn dish soap, placed the shirt inside, and allowed it to soak. When the water cooled off, I changed it out and I continued that soaking process until my water was remaining almost clear. Then I placed the shirt along with some Dharma's professional textile detergent into my washing machine and I washed it using a hot water cycle. Okay, so the shirt has been washed, dried, and ironed, and let's see what this color combination looks like. Okay, so what do you guys think? Because I really like this color combination together. I think it looks really cool. I'm a huge red fan, so anything involving red I usually like, and I think that the gray really offsets it well. The lighter gray is silver lining, and sometimes whenever I use silver lining on certain shirts, it doesn't always show up a lot, just because it is such a light gray color. That's one reason why I put it at the very top of the shirt. So that's the color you're seeing at the V right at the neck of the shirt and down at the bottom V of the shirt. I put it where I did so that it would show up. I like it on this shirt though, and then obviously the Ashes to Ashes is the darker gray. But I like the way these colors kind of flow together, and I really do like the white in between. I think the white busts up the colors and I think it makes it look really cool. As far as the design goes, I really like that on this shirt too, how it all just kind of works in toward the middle of the shirt. So it's a double side diamond or it's an X on the shirt, because when you look at the shirt, it looks like an X, but when you turn to the side, it looks like a diamond. So overall, I really like the design and the color combination of this shirt. I like the way the dye flowed down the shirt. The incline, of course, helps with that. It helps that dye move down the shirt. And I'm really happy with it. But what do you guys think? Please drop me some comments down below and let me know. Do you like the design, the color combination? And if you've enjoyed the video, I sure would appreciate it if you would like it. And if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you'll hit the bell, you'll receive a notification whenever I upload a new video. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.